We have now gone through all the most common and important functions that Concordance 2007 and its image viewer Opticon has to offer. We've looked at the various browsing and editing screens, went through tagging and searching, we've learned about applying notes, attachments, and annotations, and we've also taken a fairly in-depth view of how a database is created from simple text files and images. While there are still various aspects of Concordance 2007 that are not explored, we've developed a solid foundation for working with the software. In these closing remarks now, we'll go ahead and just briefly go over some of the features that we skipped under the File menu. One of the features we did not mention during this tutorial is the ability to concatenate or combine multiple concordance databases together. For most document reviews, one single database should be sufficient to hold your dataset. But should you ever have a need to combine multiple databases together, you can make use of this option here called Concatenate. Selecting this function brings up a concatenation screen where we can simply click on this Add button, browse to another location, and select the database, and then add it to our current dataset. The added database will remain distinct from the opened database, but you would then be able to search across all the multiple databases at the same time. And if the combination is something you intend to do often, you can even save this combination of databases as a CAT file or a CAT file simply by using this Save option. The saved list of multiple databases can then be opened whenever you like using this Open option. Further down this menu, there's the Administration and Zap options. Now Zap is actually something you'll want to avoid. It is an option to delete the entire database, a deletion from which there is no recovery. In most instances, Zap is something that should be hidden or secure so that users don't accidentally wipe away the entire review database. This is an option that will likely be removed from Concordance pretty soon. Once it's selected, there's actually no further warning other than one single confirmation screen, so you'll want to be careful with this option here. And speaking of securing field, the ability to add security to a particular field or to the entire database is found under Administration, Security. If this is the first time you're accessing the security menu, you'll be prompted for a password, and the username again will likely be from your Windows login. Here in this security screen, we can assign rights to specific fields simply by choosing the field here in this screen, select the appropriate user on the left, or choose default if you want the rights to apply to all users, and then check off the appropriate rights box over here. By choosing default, selecting a few fields, and then choosing read only, I've basically set the database to not allow edit rights to these particular fields for anybody who first opened up the database. And with these two checkboxes here, I can enable security or force the user to have to log in before actually using the database. The second tab of the screen, Menu Access, allows you to remove these top menu items. By unchecking any of these boxes for a particular user, we are removing that particular user's rights to be able to see what's at the top of the screen here. The presets on the right-hand side were meant to quickly allot specific rights to users depending on their assigned roles. Personally though, I find that most of these presets don't actually meet real-world criteria. You'll probably be better off using your own selections. And finally, towards the end of this File menu are two options called Begin Program and Edit Program. These are for the use of CPLs, which we mentioned in earlier lessons. CPL stand for Concordance Programming Language. They are small tools that were created either by LexisNexis or other users in the litigation support realm to accomplish specific and repetitive concordance tasks. One of the more appealing features of Concordance is its ability to run CPL programs. When Dataflight first built Concordance, the owners realized that they would never be able to keep up with the specific tasks that all of the users of the application would need. Technology simply grows way too fast for major overhauls of tasks and options to be constantly added to a piece of legal software, so CPLs were used. Here on LexisNexis's website at law.lexisnexis.com/concordance, towards the left-hand side and about middle of the screen, you'll find a link to the LexisNexis Concordance CPL library. This is a list of free CPLs that you can download to help you accomplish quick and repetitive tasks. The use of CPLs is really an advanced topic, but over the years, many different Concordance users have built custom CPLs to address many of the standard needs of litigation support professionals. If you ever find yourself doing a specific task in Concordance that seems repetitive or time-intensive, there is probably a CPL already written that will help you accomplish that task. In fact, many of the features in Concordance 2007 existed first as CPLs that were later on incorporated into the program. These CPLs on LexisNexis's website are just a few that you can download, and next to each one you can see that there's a short description of what that particular CPL actually does. To use the CPL programs, all we have to do is right-click over one of them, select Save As, and save it somewhere onto our computer. Then, within Concordance, we simply go to File, Begin Program, and choose the CPL file that was just saved. This Edit option on the file allows you to change the parameters of the program, which is something you can do to adapt the program to your specific need if you have a good understanding of the programming language, which is based on a C++ coding. And there we have the highlights of some of the more advanced features of Concordance 2007. In the next DVD of this series, these and many problem-specific scenarios will be discussed in further detail. Hopefully for now you've gained a strong understanding of how the software is used and can use it to aid your document review and litigation support efforts. Good luck, and we will see you in the next tutorial.